She should be.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Am I switched on?
You should be.
I think I am. Well, very good evening to you all. It's great to be here. And Jim, thanks a lot for inviting me up to speak this evening. In terms of what I'd like to cover, as you can imagine, working for a firm like Ernst & Young, I have the great privilege to work for a wide variety of companies across different sectors. And I've been in the area of sustainability now for about 20 years and have probably worked with, oh gosh, it must be going on about 100 different companies across a whole range of different sectors. And what I wanted to do is to share with you some of the things over those years that I've seen in terms of what have been the things that have really supported successful change in sustainability. What are the key ingredients of that? And on the flip side of that, where are the big things where people have gone wrong in developing their programs for sustainability? And then finally, what I wanted to do is just present a little case study of a company that I worked with about a year ago that seemingly on the surface looked quite successful in terms of the way in which it had structured its sustainability program. So in terms of successful sustainability programs, I think first and foremost, a very clear vision. A very clear vision, not just of what's this going to look like, but how will it feel? How will a more sustainable organization look like, behave? What will it look like? But probably very importantly for business stakeholders, what are the benefits of embarking on a change to achieve something different? The second area is clear link to business strategy. We work with a lot of organizations that have established programs where it's very, very difficult to see, well, how does this help you actually drive what you're about as a business? So a lot of our clients, for example, have business strategies which involve creating retention of their customers, building a new portfolio of products, entering new markets. Well, your sustainability program needs to be very clear as to how it supports that organization in achieving that strategy. So for us, the starting point with any of our clients is, so what is your business strategy and how is your sustainability program feeding that business strategy and supporting it? Clear governance and accountability is also incredibly important. Who's owning this? Who's driving it forward? Who's actually going to be accountable for delivering it? And how will you be able to measure whether they've actually delivered what they're responsible for? I think linked to this is there are a whole load of different functions that need to be in place to deliver a sustainability program. Quite often an environmental related program is owned by the Director of Health, Safety and Environment, but actually to execute that strategy effectively, he needs the Director of Finance brought into it, finance professionals. He needs Head of Operations brought into it. And if these functions don't have clear accountability for delivering the change, then it's not going to happen. So on the flip side of it, what happens when things go wrong? Well, I've worked with a lot of organizations where you analyze their sustainability program and you say, what business benefit is this delivering to your organization? How is it helping you to be a more successful organization in the future? And often they will turn around and say, well, you know, we do it because it's the right thing to do. It's a good thing to manage your carbon emissions, to be managing water in your business, to have a code of conduct in your supply chain. But if you can't articulate the benefit, and that articulation of benefit is not understood across the organization, that program is not going to be successful. We often work with organizations that have set a clear vision for the future in terms of, we're going to reduce our carbon emissions by 50%. We're going to reduce our water consumption by, 20%. We're going to source ethically. Now, these programs all start with great ambition. They often start with the board's support. But unless these programs are geared to deliver business benefits, and those business benefits are not clearly measured and understood at the group level, they rapidly lose momentum. So we often work with companies that have embarked upon these change programs, and the change programs have just stalled. And it's often because of this poor alignment between the programs that have been launched and the business benefit. So let me paint a picture of an organization that I worked with about a year ago. They're an IT organization, a global IT organization. And, you know, similar to many global organizations, they had a program around the environment. They had organizational certification to ISO 14001. They'd set carbon reduction targets, water use targets. They had a code of conduct for their supply chain, and they were auditing the implementation of that code of conduct across their supply chain. They had a sustainability report, and that sustainability report was getting, you know, quite a few plaudits. But the big exam question is, why isn't this delivering value for us? Now, the key thing here with this organization is their sustainability program was not linked to their core proposition. So this organization's strategy was customer retention, growth, and operating efficiency. And their sustainability program was not linked to those. So the real thing that changed was they started to link what they were doing in their own business to improve operational efficiency to the core proposition that they were taking to market, to look at how what they're doing internally can create differentiation and a different product to take to market. I mean, it's quite clear, Richard, listening to you, that a lot of the innovation that you've developed internally to achieve your aims have subsequently created a new business platform for you. And I think sustainability programs are like that. The focus has to be on business opportunity. Yes, you can talk about, well, there's risk management, there's reputation management. That's all well and good. But in creating momentum for a program that's going to be successful, it really has to drive change in the business and change that supports the business strategy from being delivered. So I'm very much looking forward to all of your questions and the debate around the table. I look forward to hearing your experiences of what has been beneficial for you in creating change in your own organizations. So thank you very much for your attention.